So, I mean, literally just seconds ago, this news came over the wires, and I don't feel good about getting on social media, but I just feel like people have to be talking about this. But this is enough. This has absolutely gone far enough. What was he doing? He was talking. He was just talking. And we have been warning about this, honest to God, we have been warning about this since the 90s, since the days of political correctness. And there were people then, back then when I was still a liberal, there were people then who said you can't monitor language like this. It will lead to something very dark and very disastrous. And then political correctness morphed into CRT and DEI and cancel culture. And suddenly everybody was a Nazi. And now Charlie is dead. This is no longer a matter of politics. This is no longer a matter of people having different opinions and being passionate about it. There is one side of this country who would see the rest of us dead. And that's what I discovered last November. I realized, and I think that's why Charlie was fighting so hard for the president and for our country. Because he knew that if we didn't win, we were going to be dead. They would have us dead. They killed Charlie. They killed him. And he's us. Do you know what I mean? He's us. He's you. Because what was he doing? He was just talking, which is what you do every day on social media. Or you talk to your neighbors, or you wear your Trump gear out. You say things every day. You represent reason and logic every day, and that's enough to get you murdered in this country now. I've been watching CNN and MSNBC since this started. And all they've had to say about it is, oh, the rhetoric is heated. The rhetoric is heated. You did that. You're never giving these reports about liberal icons who get shot by crazy conservatives. It's always the other way around. We've completely forgotten about Steve Scalise. This is not new. Our president almost suffered the same fate, but it's worse than it's Charlie. It's worse. It's worse than it's Charlie because he is us. He is not a politician. He's not, he's not even like the college educated elite, like the think tank elite. That's what got under everybody's skin, even mine sometimes, His opinions were truly his own. He comes to those opinions because he talks to people. I don't even know how to process this. My son just walked out the door for work, but he has been watching this with me all day. And when he left, he said, "Mom, you have to be careful out there. I'm worried for you." And it's like, normally I would say, well, I'm not the president, I'm not like Charlie Kirk. You don't have to worry about me, I'm just small potatoes. But you know what? We don't know who's out there, and that's the whole problem. That's the whole thing that's been going on. We don't know who's here. We don't know who's out there. We don't know how crazy people are. We don't know. We don't know what we've done to this country. A decade of trans indoctrination and 5 years of censorship and freaking CRT and DEI, and everybody who disagrees with you is a Nazi. It's murderous. It's murderous language. The progressive left is murderous. They can never be allowed to win again. They can never be allowed to win because this is the fate they would have for all of us. Everything changes today. This is the you'll remember when moment. I told my son that when he walked out the door. You'll remember when. Because everything from this moment is going to change. I don't know how. I have to believe it's for the better because of what Charlie has done with his life and the effect that he's had. I mean, I have to believe that it'll be for the better, but it's going to get worse before it gets better. But I believe that this will lead us, this and the Charlotte murder and everything that's been going on, this will lead us to into a time where we're going to say we don't have to live like this. We don't have to be like this. We don't have to live in fear. Americans are not fearful creatures. And these incidences are designed to keep us afraid and keep us scared. And that's not who we are. When we're scared, we fail. But when Americans are strong and resolute and we stand by our values and our traditions, we win. And that's what we have to do now. That's what Charlie's been doing. And I'm seeing so many people on the left post stuff like, well, I didn't always agree with everything Charlie said, or I didn't agree with anything Charlie said. Yeah, me neither, but I don't need to qualify it every time I want to talk about him. I don't need to qualify it. My opinion of his opinions are completely irrelevant. This was a young man, a father and a husband in the prime of his life, and his only crime was speaking to people. And I went to one of those events at Michigan State in March. I posted a picture on this account. I went to that event and I was able to sit backstage with Charlie and the crew. And the thing that I was most impressed by was the kids, how engaged the kids were. Even the angry ones listened. There was a couple of weirdos, but mostly they listened. They were exchanging ideas. They were hungry for conversation. Charlie wasn't stirring up shit on campuses. He wasn't. He was bringing those campuses together. I witnessed it with my own eyes. Even the kids who disagreed with him had the chance to engage, and that's what they did. They took advantage of the opportunity. He didn't do anything to deserve this. There's so many people on social media. The liberals are having a field day. My Facebook is about to get a lot thinner. My Facebook friends list, because we're not the same. If someone is celebrating the murder of Charlie Kirk today, they would celebrate your murder. They would celebrate your murder too. And that's what we're up against. It's war. And the Democrats have been using the language of war for a decade or more now, but particularly since last November. It's high time we start taking them seriously. We don't have to live like this. We don't have to turn our campuses into high security zones. We don't have to turn our cities into military zones. We can live in a society where we have high trust again. We can do that. But we have to squash this infection, this sickness of progressivism. It offers nothing. It offers nothing. It's not like the liberals where we have a nice back and forth and we agree to disagree and we all go forward with our lives knowing that we're lucky to be in America. It's not like that. The progressives are different. They're not okay. There is something deeply wrong with them. So they can't be spoken with and they can't be negotiated with and they can't be persuaded. They just have to be defeated. Their ideas have to be defeated. They want us to be scared to go out. Just like my son said, Mom, I'm scared for you. You got to be careful. This is when you double down. This is when you double down. This is not when you go, oh, maybe we shouldn't be so loud. Maybe we shouldn't be so aggressive about our politics. Maybe we shouldn't be out there telling people no. Opposite. This is when we double down. Because this is how far they're willing to go to win. They're willing to kill. I don't even know what to say. I am so sorry for Charlie's wife and children and family. I am so sorry for his friends and for our country, because this is what progressivism has led us to. And I don't think we can work with them. I think we just have to beat them. God bless this country. God bless America. This is not who we are. I don't care what anybody says. I don't care how far down this weird rabbit hole we've fallen. This is not the country that I love. This is not who we are. And it's time for us to be who we are again. It's time. Pray for repentance. Pray for revival. Pray for Republicans.